Yo, yo, yo. Here your boy well on normal, better on than normal. I know it's been a little minute getting your video. But I want to do a recap of the Ring 4 um fights this weekend. Hell of a weekend of boxing. Hell of a weekend. Um all the fights on the main card were basically like they were very, very good. I got my takes on all of them. So I'm gonna go down the list of all the fights, and then I'm gonna, give my recap. Give like what I think need to happen to each fighters next, and like give some pros and cons. I'm gonna go with the first fight. I'm gonna talk about that Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakes. That fight was very, very, very good. I actually, before even the fights happened, uh, people were asking me what I think the fight of the night would be, and I said this one for the simple fact that I know Abdullah Mason. He's an action-packed fighter. He'll go in there and fight with his opponent. And doing film study and seeing Sam Noakes' previous fights, I saw that he can probably give Abdullah Mason some problems for the simple fact that he got a little experience and he got some power as well. Little bit inexperienced in Abdullah, but in the same token, he still was undefeated uh, with a high KO ratio. Abdullah Mason won, but my only issue with his past two fights have been he's taking way too much damage than he need to. You know what I mean? At some point, he's gonna have to realize, he just gonna have to go in there and not fight to his opponent and to the fans, but fight for you. You know what I mean? Fight with, like, a lot of times. You know what I mean? It's good to go ahead and get up. You know what I mean? Just once you got an advantage, go ahead and get it up out of there. Make it an early night for you instead of trying to play this. You know what I mean? Fan friendly fight, because the right fighter is not gonna let you fight that fight. The right fighter is he already done been on his butt twice. You know what I mean? Twice already. Like, you know what I mean? The right fighter is gonna put him in his butt if he keep fighting like that. But all in all, I love that. I like that fight. For that fight, for both opponents, I think we should get a rematch. The fans demanded one. We want to see another one of those. I'm pretty sure Turkey is probably gonna do it. You know what I mean? He can make sure we get the rematch, because that was a very, very good fight. So that's why I think that needs to happen for both guys, because yeah, it lived up to what we expected. The Bam Rodriguez versus Puma Martinez fight, it went the way I expected. With a Bam Rodriguez domination. My only issue with it was the simple fact that he it's like he was playing with his food. Like, bro, get the same thing with Abdullah, but the only difference was with Abdullah and Bam Rodriguez fight was Bam Rodriguez was in control the whole since round one. He was in control the whole fight. So Bam should have been got him up out of there, but I think Bam wanted to play the game for the fans and like let it stretch a little bit, kind of. But all in all, like, hell of a performance. But that's my only issue with it. I think what he should do next is try to get that undisputed belt. Hopefully next. And yeah, the for Puma, just go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? Obviously, probably, you know what I mean, get him back in there with a little tune up or two. And then he can get back into the fight, because I'm pretty sure, because Bam, by time he gets back in the title fold, Bam done went up weight, so he can basically get back in the fold, back into the division, get belts or a belt. What's next? Oh yeah, the Devin Haney versus Brian Norman. I was very, very shocked on that fight, I must say. what I expected was uh Haney was gonna fight him. You know what I mean? Basically like outbox him. I knew he was gonna outbox him, but I didn't expect a knockdown from Haney. That's what I didn't expect. I'm gonna be honest. For the simple fact that Haney's never been 147 at 135 and 140. He really wasn't swatting like that. You know what I mean? He was just outboxing people. So for him to drop Norman, very so surprised me. I think 147 might be his like sweet spot as far as weight. You know what I mean is concerned. My only issue with the Haney fight was he could have made a statement. He could have stepped to Norman. He already had him hurt. Go ahead and go in there and go stop him. You know what I mean? Get him up out of there. Should make a huge statement to 147 and to the boxing fans, because we already got fans that I don't know, I don't get it. Like, people want to see this kid's downfall for some odd reason. I just don't get why they want to see his downfall so bad. But people really want to see his downfall. So like I don't get the reason why, but it's just like you know what I mean. So I wish he would have went and made a statement and stopped him. So then what would be they will say next? Like what would be what the only thing they would be able to say is, oh, he did it to an inexperienced Brian Norman. Let's see what he does next to Ryan Garcia or whatever. But all in all, good performance by Haney. He showed me a lot. That's the only part. I just wish he would have went and got stoppage. What I think next should happen next is, let's see, he gets the winner of Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. And what I think, Norman, he's young enough. He can rebound. He can get back to where he was. Another issue that I got with fans is, like, I just seen recently people talking about Norman Jr. should basically, like, they don't want to see Norman Jr. on the TV no more. Like, bro, it's boxing. It happens. You take an L. Like, you rebound. You just rebound and get yourself back in the fold. You know what I mean? That's boxing. That's my issue I have with American fans. No other fans are like that besides us, people, for the simple fact that, like, we are so quick to get off of guys. Like, we are so quick to get off a guy after L. Like, the kid is only, I think, what Brian Norman, like 25. She still got chance. She still got, like, time to get back in the fold. He just, you know what I mean? He just took an L to it. He just got basically able to experience. He just gained a lot of experience. And nothing's wrong with that. A L, ain't nothing wrong with a L, especially earlier in your career. Now, if this was like later in his career, like it is late 30, like, you know what I mean, he's starting to push like 30 plus, that's different. But he's still young, like he still got time, you know. And then also, I didn't like how freaking Connor Ben and Eddie Hearn were trying to play it like Haney's so boring. Like I could understand the criticism from the Jose Ramirez fight. Okay, I get it. But this fight, like, what can you criticize? Haney is Haney. Like, that's his fight. That's how he fight. Like, you know, I think what was going on with them too. They, in their mind, they're like, okay, they got to find some excuse to not want to fight him, because truth be told, Conor Ben can't beat no Devin Haney. Conor Ben, to me, he can't even beat at 147. I think the only people he can have a chance with is maybe Barrios and Crocker, if we talking champions. I can't see him beating Devin Haney. I can't see him beating Rolly. I think Rolly will drop him bad. Honestly, him and Ryan is a good fight, but I can see Ryan beating him. Like those the only two. Like I truthfully can see. Like Conor Benn is to me not that great. Like he's not a great fighter to me. Like I hate to say it, but it's real. Uh, and like I just didn't like how he was coming off. Like when you act like you did something by beating Eubank Jr., which he's not even that good neither. So, uh, but yeah, that's my recap on that one. Then let's get to the Benavidez versus Yard fight. It went the way I expected. Straight domination from Benavidez. He finally got his stoppage, his knockout at 175. I wish he could have gotten either Bivol or Benavidez, but I understand where Benavidez is now in his career. He's not playing this waiting game with guys no more. Like, Canelo made him do it. You know what I mean? And then now he's doing the same thing with Benavidez and Bivol. He wanted Bivol next, and which he earned it. Like, why can't he just get it? But Bivol's playing games, uh, so he's moving on, going to Zurdo Ramirez, which he got to win his next fight, and then they said in May we're going to get Zurdo versus Benavidez, and if Benavidez beats Zurdo, which I think he could beat Zurdo. Hopefully we can get the Avatar versus Benavidez. That's hell of a fight right there. We can get that right there. We can get that by the end of 2026. So like, but yeah, hell of a weekend in boxing. I was impressed with all fights. Like moving forward, like I think 2026 is going to be a good year for boxing. We got some good fights that that 2026, 2025 is building them up to 2026. But anyway, y'all enjoy y'all day. Peace.